Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Politano! And he's there to clear it.
And here's Politano.
It's Lukaku! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Lukaku. And there's green grass. Asensio!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And it's James. It's a really well-measured ball.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Pass just lacking in accuracy.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very...
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again! And he's done it!
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Pepelu.
Decent chance! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Wilson. Son Heung-min.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Barella really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Oh, this looks sharp.
And Diai.
Newcastle ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Not the most convincing of passes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this?
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Kalulu.
Half an hour played now. Newcastle looking to pass their way through.
Barella.
Driving forward. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Now it's Abraham.
And he's running through.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Newcastle are looking to break at pace. Politano goes steaming forward. Great vision. Lukaku, and the shot!
And he's there to belt it away.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. There's the shot!
Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Politano really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. No way through there. Pepelu. Now it's Abraham. Oh, that's well spotted. Newcastle looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Politano. Politano! Ndiaye. Oh, shooting chance! Pepelu. Barella.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Son Heung-min charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tries to play it through. Wilson. Barella. Looking tidy in possession here. Lima. Ndiaye. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Lukaku. And here's Politano. And we hit half-time. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Newcastle in control at half-time, 2-0. That gets things going for the second half. Romagnoli. And the counter is on. Now it's Wilson. He's on it, can he get away? He's being... And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, important interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Abraham. Wilson. Looking for options for movement.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Barella. Pepelu. And the through ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Abraham receives it in a good position here. Ndiaye. And it's Lukaku. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Wilson. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Asensio. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh no, this does not look good.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, good spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Barella. And here's Son Heung-min. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lima. Asensio. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Some really good ball movement. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Talk about asking for trouble. We all know he's more than capable of hitting the target from there.
Now it's Abraham. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Barella threads one in. And that's been won straight back. Asensio. And that is that. Newcastle proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Politano!
Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
He's on it, can he get away? Lima, looking for options for movement. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Abraham might just make this. Barella. Pepelu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Ndiaye. Now it's Lukaku. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Wilson. And it's James. Now it's Abraham. He has a look up. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Pepelu plays it short. Oh, it's played into the area. There's the shot! Has another go! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Wilson. And claimed it back swiftly. Little pass back. Now it's Politano. Great defending, strong and determined. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Politano. That is a great pick out. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But they've got it again. And he's lost his man here. So we're still where we started right now. Wilson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's in on... It's Son Heung-min! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pepelu goes short. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Oh, played right into his path. That's the keeper's ball. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Real chance! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Newcastle have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Abraham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Lukaku. That ball looks a good one. Oh, well played, well played. Pepelu. Oh, this looks sharp.
Oh, that's well spotted. Asensio. Onana. And here's Lukaku. And here's Politano. Barella. Son Heung-min. He's a sharp little ball here. Wilson gets into a good position. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Lukaku. And they can counter here. Now it's Lukaku. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Newcastle ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, he's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barella. Not the most accurate pass. That has not gone well. Onana. Now he's off and running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's in a great... And the shot! It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Lukaku. No, that's been intercepted. Pepelu. Son Heung-min, spread it left, back into the middle, and he's cut it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Abraham. And he's gone backward here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played into space. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a key interception. Newcastle suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
That is good alertness. Barella, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Abraham. James. Now it's Abraham. Kalulu. Asensio. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's picked it up out wide. Politano! Politano! He should have put that one away.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Takes a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 31, il numero 21,
Oh, nicely intercepted.
il numero 22. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now it's David Neres. That's been slipped through. Undiai. Now who's going to be first to this? Chance to deliver. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Abraham.
This is the time you need that pace.
I think we're just about done here. Raum promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Undiai.
This usually is the time teams go into...
He's tried one! And he's gone looking for safety.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Promising position. Undiai. He's on shot at goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
NDI is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Ndiaye claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game,
but the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And the shot! Abraham gets flagged offside.
Now, can they get him away?
Son Heung-min.
Romero deals with that comfortably.
So what can they make of this? So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero.
Lukaku! There it is!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! 2-0, and in next to no time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Newcastle are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Son Heung-min, and here's Wilson. He's on it, can he get away? He's in space and looking for options. Well read, and the danger is averted. Politano. Now it's Ndiaye. Lima receives it in a wide position. Newcastle have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and he's had a hit! No, not quite.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. That's been cut out, well played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Ndiaye. He's picked his way, shoots! Barella, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's made its way to him. Son Heung-min. To Wilson. This looks promising. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And that has put paid to that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ndiaye. He's shifting through the gears here. Turns and goes back. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. That looks a good ball through. Tapsoba. And it's Lima. Well, that pass isn't the best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pepelu. Now it's Wilson. Oh, super ball! It's a really well-measured ball. And he's gone backward here. Ndiaye. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And this is it's Son Heung-min! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Could move up a gear here. Asensio. Now it's Lukaku. Pepelu spots it and intercepts. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible...
Can he finish? It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves. And you can't...
Goes for a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that. Corner number 2 then. Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Onana. And this is Lukaku. Good read, needed to be. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Abraham is onto this. Real chance! It's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, it's ended up in no man's land.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Aims beyond the defence. Wilson receives it in a good position here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Wilson.
L'affluenza di
Here's a
quest'oggi
corner.
è di 29.514 spettatori.
Pepelu goes short. Lovely bit of skill. Wilson! This time surely! And that has faded wide.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
And it's Wilson. He's in a great position here. Son Heung-min. There's the shot! And he's following up! Really well taken goal. Wilson at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been slung wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Politano. He's found a way through. Now it's Lukaku. Shot could be... Decent chance! Goal! Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Newcastle are having a ball here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Marquinhos. Pepelu. Wilson. And the pass is intercepted. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And the counter is on. Barella. No, that's been intercepted. Ndiaye.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's played through for him. Oh, that's superb. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Newcastle are at the peak of their powers. Chance! And he's missed it. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Wilson. Lima. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Lukaku. Pinches it off him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Politano. That's a good ball. It's Lukaku! He has done it! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Politano. Politano puts his foot on the gas. Barella. Now it's Son Heung-min. Great vision. Back into the middle. Asensio. Now it's Ndiaye. Well seen. Saw that coming. Threads one in. Takes a shot! Oh, and again! Oh, the ball's come loose. They've done it! And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to...